and welcome to the Friday Frothy. You're here this week to get all the sports coverage, Glennie. Hot day in Hobart.
Very balmy, mate. Apparently 27. I reckon it was 28. We're on.
Really? I thought it was 22.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, sit back, grab yourself a froth. We're going to talk about a lot of sports. Oh, we've got a lot of things happening this evening, and a possible cross to Victoria, the best and fairest of a football club. This is the Friday Frothy. There we go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Friday Frothy. Every Friday night here at 6:30. Welcome to subscribers. Anyone who's new to the show, Glennie, what do we do here, mate?
Mate, if it's new to the show, you ring the bell and subscribe.
Well, exactly right.
Doesn't cost you anything.
Exactly right.
How many times have we said it does not cost
Thousands.
you?
Thousands. So not only we talk sport here, Glennie, we also do interviews, don't we?
We do, and we've been very fortunate to have some terrific people over the journey, and in fact we've got another one in tonight.
Well, there's a special guest in the audience.
He's come back.
He's the
great Bolt.
The Bolt, Eric Matthews. The Bolt.
The
Matthews.
The 8-ball
Australian 8-ball champion, teams champion. So
champion,
in the audience this evening. So thanks for coming, mate.
He came down to have a froth with us, didn't he?
Yes.
And we feel privileged.
So
very well done, mate.
So Glennie, as I said, not only are we talking sports tonight, we're possibly going to cross live to the Rupert's Wood Football
Rupert's
Club.
Wood. Now, I'll be honest, Jeff. I've been to Sunbury. I reckon it's out that way. We believe it's out that way. Could be wrong. So, old Pottles.
Yes.
Roger,
another guest.
Roger can
player.
he can correct us. But I think it's out in their direction, out towards Sunbury.
So,
Romsey's out a little bit further, mate. I don't know what league it is.
Could
be VFA, I think he said they used to be.
Don't know.
We'll find out.
All I can tell you guys, we're crossing at 7:10. We're going to talk to Nick Ash, who, well, hopefully, if all this works.
He's
Nick
the
Ash,
coach.
he's
the old stage.
He's the senior coach.
He's stage coach.
And stage coach. And all else I can tell you is they had 7 teams in the grand final last Sunday. 7 teams.
That doesn't happen very often.
No. 5 of them won, and one of those was a netball team as well. So.
And the girls' netball team, so it must be, So the most successable they've had in, is it 8 years?
I think so.
I
think so.
So I'm looking forward to having a talk to them. And while we're at it too, mate, it's... it'd be remiss of me not to mention tonight, but the Tigers tonight are playing... Geelong. So it's we're down to the nitty gritty now, aren't we? We've spoken about it all year.
Right. It's the cattery,
and there'd be a few people there getting nervous. I can remember old Mick Malloy. I was having a look at the show there last night, and he was a little bit nervous, playing it down, mate.
Yeah.
As they said, it's very hard to win prelims.
Yes.
It's probably a little bit easier once you get in the big dance. So you got to get there, don't you?
We do.
You can get hurt, or you might do an indiscretion. Toby Green, we're going to mention him.
Well, we will. We'll talk about him in a minute. But
at any rate,
fair bit on the footy, fair bit on the rugby league. We're talking
bit of rugby league.
We're going to talk a bit of basketball.
Fair bit.
We're going to talk
bit of cricket,
bit of racing,
bit of Tayoshi.
And
all sports. We've got some all sports.
Odd sports. We do. So, look, guys, if you like what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button and
ring the bell.
Ring that bloody bell. If you haven't looked, man, we've got some interviews on our...
No, hello.
We're offline for some reason.
We're offline. Quick, have a beer.
Oh, they're still going.
Oh, we're still going, are we?
We're back. Sorry.
No, we're back. Okay,
Sorry,
no, as I said, we're
skipping.
We're only as good
Apologies.
We are only, as I said, only as good as the people that we've got on. And to us, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, they're interesting, their lives, how they got into things, and we're keeping up with our. We're going to have to keep up with our main man, with the old Darts.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And
indeed, the heat,
Damon Hatter, and also while we're talking about it. Our little mate's coming back. I believe he's coming back to Tassie now. Or is he back?
Who's that? Oh, Alex Prenning.
Alex.
He would have flown back in on Sunday.
Yeah, he's back.
So after that horrific crash in Monza.
It's just rest now, isn't it?
It is.
He won't be racing again
30
this
days
year.
in bed, I reckon.
He won't be back this year.
No.
You're lucky to be alive.
If you're watching, Alex, we're thinking of you, mate. And,
no, we are. And we're not joking. Well done, mate. Look, to get out of that, it wasn't your fault. not that we know a lot about racing, but it looked like it was part of the track. Sorry, no bugger all that.
Anyway, listen, mate. Every week we have to thank our sponsor.
We do. Corey's
Garden and
Landscaping, and there's the stubby holder there.
He's a proud sponsor of the Friday Frothy, and also we'll throw in a little bit of Carl Jakubowski Homes as well.
Yes,
we always
Carl,
like
we like to have a lot of...
And a bit of New Tech glass.
And New Tech, they're 0419196100. But anyway, but don't ring right at the moment. We're very busy.
Al, you got something there for?
Away we go.
Away we. G'day guys, it's Jeff here from the Friday Frothy. I'm here with Corey from Corey's Garden and Landscaping, our major sponsor for the Friday Frothy. So Glennie, we're back, mate. Yes, we are. We're just talking about some of the guests we've had, and I'm so privileged to say, hopefully next week we're going to have the world champion axeman.
Well, you've been busy, mate.
David Foster.
You've been ringing, and you've got the great man possibly. Well, can we say you have got him on?
Yeah.
We've got the great man on.
We definitely got David Foster. Definitely.
700 world.
21 years in a row, consecutive, he was the world champion.
Unbelievable, mate. And
look,
well, that's right. And I mean, he's nearly as old as me. I mean, because I can remember going up and watching him. I can remember him doing shows in Bicheno, but he's travelled all around, not just Tasmania.
He still does.
All around the world. He's still doing it.
I don't know if he's well, he goes around all the field days all around the country.
Does he do exhibitions?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Well, I'm looking forward to that because the big gentle giant,
everyone says he's just such a great guy.
He is, and you can tell. And I mean, we're privileged, mate, to get a guy on like that. And
yes.
This guy should be celebrated at every stop, mate.
Not only we've got David Foster the week after, we'll have Alex Doolan, ex-Australian cricket player.
Alex Doolan, the
Hobart Hurricanes. Sheffield Shield
could have been.
Tigers.
He was. I think they said that could have been one of the next Australian.
It'd be interesting
cricketers.
to find out why, because he started off really well in
Test.
But
I think he's like Paney. I think they had. I don't know if it was injury or lack of form or what it was, but. Mate, the guy can bat.
Certainly
can. He's over there at the moment, isn't he, in Perth?
He's
over in Perth.
Got yesterday, first game in the what's it called? What
is it now?
The Marsh Cup, one day Marsh Cup or something.
Marsh Cup, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what it is. But he's over there, and
it glass half full, doesn't it?
It does. So first game is Tasmania versus Victoria. So
okay. Oh, right.
So Alex Doolan, David Foster coming up on the Friday Frothy. We cannot wait.
No.
Now, Glennie, let's get into Out With It. We always start the show with Out With It, guys. If you don't know what Out With It is, it's anything that gets in our goat, anything that's annoyed us in sport during the week.
What's happened? Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's been a lot of things happening.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it short and sweet tonight because there's one that I think we're going to talk a fair bit about. But anyway, this is Out With It.
Out with it!
So, Glenn, it's all about Toby Green this week.
Toby. A little bit of indiscretion again, mate.
Well, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen what's happened.
Let's get straight to the punch.
Go for it.
The other week when they got over the line, they played the Dogs.
Yep.
And to me, I mean, it doesn't matter who you barrack for. Every week, most sides and that, if you do what he did to Marcus Bonampelli,
yes,
you're out.
Yes.
But they let him off. No, it wasn't bad enough.
Yes.
He pulled his hair, he scratched his eye, whatever he done.
Yep.
And that was definitely probably, I reckon, a week to two.
Yep.
They let him off. And that was the judiciary. They let him off. However, we stepped a week forward and he actually did nothing. Really. There wasn't much in it. He came third man over the top again.
Yeah.
What's that to you? Don't come third man over the top.
Well,
but the thing is, he tried to rake the ball, which is a little bit like rake. Try and get it out.
Oh, so he was raking the ball, not his face.
Not his face. His nose may have got in the way a little bit, but he didn't belt him.
Let me tell you.
But
guys.
at any rate, look. Cut a long story short, most of the pundits said he should have got out of it, and he did. But I think what you're going to refer to
Yes.
is why didn't he get?
Well, yeah, that's the interesting thing.
Why, Jeff? Why didn't he?
There's a tribunal member,
Yeah, what's his name, mate?
Shane Wakeland, and I don't know if you
He's
remember.
he's famous for Lynchy throwing the big
That's the
haymakers.
one. That's the one.
Yeah, the grand final.
So he played for Collingwood.
And they didn't hit nothing. Did
Played
they?
for Collingwood, didn't he?
He did.
Right.
He did. And he used to play for St Kilda.
So-
him and his brother.
So he was actually in the Pies room last week after, or the after the
Yes,
qualifying final
yes.
over Geelong. He
Yeah.
was in the room celebrating, and he's on the tribunal, and he's the one who's decided that no, he shouldn't play
And-
against the Pies.
And guess who's the main honcho? Christian. Guess who he played for? Collingwood.
Right.
He heads it up, mate. So you got two Collingwood guys there.
Right. So,
And do you think he had any chance of getting off? No.
well, I got to tell you, mate, I don't want to be on a football field knowing that you've got someone out there trying to rip people's eyes out. It's a game of football. You don't want to be blinded for
I
life.
know, but
So it's,
I mean,
it's poor play on his behalf. I
Look,
think they got it right.
He's
personally.
done the right. Look, we're put for his misdemeanour the first week, which
Yep.
he didn't, and in the second week, I think they said, "Well, enough's enough. You're silly enough to have that look again."
Yep.
And they are. Let's be honest here. They're trying to protect the game,
Yep.
and the game is all about mentioning. So
Rub him out. That's my point.
Well, he's
Rub him
out. He's out, mate.
Rub him out forever.
They've got it now. The thing is, he
Yeah.
can come back if they're good enough, but I got my doubts. I don't know what your tips are.
Oh,
but,
we'll get into that a bit
but-
later, but I just wanted to say that rub him out forever because I'm not a GWS fan.
No,
It's a bought
no.
team.
We're
for-
looking at Tasmania coming in. We're not worried about
Well,
GWS, are we?
probably will be. It'll be Gold Coast. Sorry, Carl, say that. But,
No, sorry,
but anyway,
Carl.
that's all I've got for Out With this week. It's just Toby Green.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed in his behaviour. So, not happy. Not happy, Glenn.
No, okay, mate. That's
Tears.
fine.
I have tears, but I've lost my eye because he's raked me. But he raked the ball. He didn't rake me. I said raked. That's Out With it.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Out with it!
The one, Glennie, Daniel
Yes.
Ricciardo, the Australian race car driver.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah,
What's he
he's-
doing now,
Well,
mate?
mate, he's
Is he coming or going?
his contract's up, and
that?
obviously he's with Renault. He's told Renault, what do you call it? Renault, doesn't matter.
Renault, I'd say Renault. But you
Tomato,
say
tomato.
Renault. Yeah.
So basically, his contract's up, I think, at the end of the year, 2020. And there's a stack of people who are up. 2020, Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton,
Yeah.
and Valtteri Bottas. They're all coming off contract at the end of 2020.
And what happens there, mate?
Well, they're going to be jumping from car to car to car to car. So you'll find...
So they'll jump to different teams. Is that what
Well,
you're
they're
telling me?
they'll try and sign their... It's like football. They'll try and
Oh,
sign
okay.
their drivers up now to
Yeah.
keep them, if they want to keep them, but on a contract. But...
So Renault, are they making
Any ground?
Are they making ground?
Yeah, look, I can't remember what he did the other week. I think he came 5th or 6th. So they're getting better.
He's getting better.
They're still miles away from where they need to be. But
Oh, well, it's like the old Brisbane Lions, mate, isn't it? I mean, it's like anything. I mean, if you're there and you've got to get to the top, they are making ground.
yeah,
Just imagine if he jumped ship.
yeah.
LR, the guy that went to from Richmond to GWS. I actually watched a thing the other night on. Trying to think of his name in a minute, but
Is it working alright? You're in there?
remember the guy that was the skipper, wasn't he, down at Richmond?
Oh, Delidio.
Delidio. And I watched a very good article on him the other night. And that guy, it's not all about football sometimes, and some of the tragedies he's had in his life.
Yep.
Oh, mate, I take my hat off to him. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know how that guy ever got up and played any games.
Is that right?
No,
I've seen a lot about it, but I haven't read
It is
anything.
no. I won't talk too much about it, but I tell you what, he's a remarkable person, remarkable family, and for God's sake, I tell you what would be nice if GWS did win.
Yep.
If the guy actually got a chance to run out on the in the big dance, mate.
Okay, I'll have to have a look
Yeah,
at that.
no, it's
have a look at that, folks. We
sensational.
might even have a
Sensational,
bit of a talk about that
sensational.
next week, mate.
Yep.
So-
You've got no idea how bad what he's gone through.
Yeah, okay. Well, he doesn't have to sit here next to you every Friday night.
No, well,
Hey, Delidio.
Oh,
Yeah.
he used to play for Richmond.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, Richmond to the GWS.
It
I know
was,
the audience is tuned in to
Hello, welcome.
Missed that little
Hey,
bit.
welcome.
It's alright, guys. Don't feel bad. I didn't miss.
While we're on racing, guys,
Racing?
It's
yeah,
so crowded here, we can't stop.
a lot of noises. Hundreds. Stop it.
we've got Bathurst coming up in a couple of weeks, 13th of October, the Sunday. What have we got?
Who do you reckon's going to take our Bathurst this year,
Scotty
Jeff?
McLaughlin.
You reckon
He's-
Scotty
shit,
McLaughlin?
so
Yeah, so
Didn't muck around, did he?
Scott McLaughlin has got a massive lead in the touring car championships, and he's going to throw caution to the wind because points aren't the number one thing at Bathurst. He just wants to win the race, so
You reckon that'll
Well,
do
it
it?
might be his
He's-
time, mate.
he's-
I don't know.
Might
he's
be his
going for
calling.
it.
It's like tipping the favourite.
He's going for it. I'm just telling you
Well,
who I think's
we'll
going to
be
win.
sitting there, won't we, watching?
But we will be quite coincidental that the Red Bull team, Shane Van Gisbergen and Jamie Whincup,
Yes,
have already
Whincup.
they've just found some speed in their cars because they haven't been that good
No,
this year.
no.
They put the accelerator down.
They've come to Bathurst and all of
they
a
found
sudden
the
they're
accelerator.
starting to find a bit of
Found another centimetre on
they're
the
starting
accelerator.
they're starting to find a little bit of speed, and just look out because they'll be competitive as well.
Okay.
Now, don't forget the race starts at 11:30 on
Yeah, I know.
Sunday.
You mentioned that last week, didn't you? Not Abby, Jan.
I got a couple of questions to ask you on Bathurst, Glenn.
Right.
11:30.
So, who do you follow in the racing, motor racing?
Motor rate. Well, I like.
You can't say Larry Perkins because he's gone.
Well, young Perkins
Used to
is
be
there.
Moffat.
Moffat.
Alan.
Yeah.
No.
Young Perkins. There's a young Perkins.
Yes,
it is
that
young
is different
Perkins.
class.
No, I liked.
What? The motor.
What's me mate? Won it last year. What's his name? Got a metal block.
Dave Reynolds.
And who was his partner?
Oh, geez, you're asking a lot of hard
He's
questions. I don't know. All right,
the
next
main
one.
one.
Who do you
Keep
think?
going.
Who do you think's going to win this year?
But that's what you said.
Right. Okay, I'll give you an easy one.
Win Cup.
How many frosts do you think you'll drink over 161 laps?
Probably 161.
Whoa, jeez! Oh, it was
No,
messy.
you know who I'm
it was
talking
messy
about.
last
No,
year.
Who am I talking about? No, he came. The main one.
The main one. That's
In racing, he's retired.
Lousy.
Lousy. That's who I
Lousy.
thought.
He'll be-
I know
he'll-
you-
he'll be-
that's who I was. That's who I've
he'll be
always
driving.
liked.
He'll be driving with Whincup. So
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Sounds gonna be
I couldn't think of his name. Whincup, and they're the team.
he'll be
But I
driving
thought
with
I didn't think they. Are they still? Is he still driving it?
He'll be doing the long distance races. Yeah.
Right.
He's doing co-driver.
So yeah, he'll team up.
Okay.
So,
So he's who I've followed.
there you go. So you're on. You're on,
No, Whincup and Lowndes.
mate. Let's talk a bit of basketball.
Sorry,
We-
viewers, I lost it. Lowndes.
We all lost it.
He loses
I've
a lot.
had a pretty big day.
Let's talk basketball, mate. We sat down and we watched the game last week. The
I did
Boomers
watch this.
against-
I watched it.
Well, we watched it here.
We did watch it.
The Spain game.
Oh, that's right. I was with you. wasn't I?
Yeah, to get. He was messy then as well. To get into the finals, they had to beat Spain, and Paddy
And guess
Mills.
who won it?
Paddy Mills had a chance to seal the deal.
Well, he did. But so okay, yeah. As you remember, Jeffy, it was
remember.
70-71.
Yep.
All he had to do, he had two free throws from the D, as I call it. The first one was a leveler.
Yep.
As you said, quite rightly, he just had to sink the next one.
Game
all
over.
over
In the
red
finals.
robe, in the grand final, in the big dance. Hello, no, missed it. Goes to extra time. Extra time. Australia were looking good. Draw again. Goes to the third dance, and unfortunately, they ran out of petrol tickets, mate. They actually
Two.
smashed them, didn't they?
2 extra times.
Yeah, 2 extra times. And Spain were all over them. And Spain went on to beat
France.
France, was it?
Was it France?
France.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, we ended up being fourth because.
And we ended up we finished fourth. Yeah, we finished fourth.
and that's
So,
that's where they're used to finishing. Anyway.
But they are. So it was it was a great effort, and perhaps had some of the other stars, that play in the NBA
yes.
could have played.
Could have.
We might have got over the line, mate. But anyway, we won't. I reckon we're very competitive now in basketball in world.
Their rankings have definitely gone up, Glenn, but yeah, pretty disappointing.
Paddy Mills, sensationally.
Oh, yeah.
I meant to say, Paddy Mills was, as you mentioned, was the best guard, absolutely unbelievable. Except for, look,
Got
we're not
snubbed.
knocking him for missing that one because he was sensational.
No.
He made us win games throughout that got us to that stage. And unfortunately, he didn't even get in the All-Star team.
Got snubbed, mate.
Got snubbed. No Australians in there.
But he was told that he was. He was
There
told.
you go.
He was told that he was going to make the Australian
Exactly
team.
right, mate.
The All Stars team. Sorry,
Yeah,
Paddy Mills.
Paddy Mills.
And then he didn't. So
And I thought that...
it's like cracking a Carlton draft and finding out you got VB inside it.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
I
That's
think we need a bucket.
that's nasty.
look at it now.
Now, while we're,
Complain about the vomit bomb.
while we're on ball sports, mate, we're going to cross to a bit of netball here, and we'll
yes.
probably talk a bit of netball shortly. But
Yeah.
The New South Wales Swifts are the 2019
They're the champions.
Suncorp Super Netball Champions.
They're the champions.
There you go. There you go.
The Swifts.
Who do they beat? The Sunshine Coast
Lightning. 64, that's a fair win. 64 goals to 47 in Bris Vegas, wasn't it?
That's a pretty big gap in
Yes,
netball
it-
because it's
it
normally
is.
fairly tight. So
Yeah. Well, Leah, a good wife over there used to play netball.
Good wife.
good wife.
She was a little
the
bit.
bad one.
She was,
My bad wife over there. She didn't.
I used to go and watch her play. She was like a rope. She was like.
Once.
Hey,
but
Jeff.
I did miss ankle, and that
Stick
was
it up, yeah.
Well, I remember that game.
Once.
So congratulations to the
like
New
Lee
South
Matthews,
Wales
mate.
Swifts.
You went down.
Just curiosity. I mean, the Sunshine Coast has got their own netball team. That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
There's heaps of people live up there. Why wouldn't they play netball?
Do we have one in Tasmania?
Yes,
We have a netball team in the competition, national competition.
we would have. Yes.
I don't think we do.
We should. Yes, we would.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Can
Well,
someone-
can
can-
someone tell
Can
us?
someone? Is
Because I don't
anyone watching
we
comments?
might be in
Because I
second
haven't-
division.
No
now.
one's doing comments. No one's commenting.
Is no one commenting because they can't see us?
Mm,
I hope we're working out there. But anyway, guys, what we do?
Carl's just sent something through. So.
He did.
Oh, Carl
Did
did. Won't be happy with us.
It's time for Odd
I'm not
Sports,
seeing it.
and Odd Sports is.
Oh, hello to Eva from Carl's cousin Eva.
Hello, Eva.
Oh, hello, Eva.
He's there. She's there watching the froth.
Oh, hello, Eva. Thanks,
Hello,
thanks
Eva.
for joining us. We don't actually have anything in front of us at the moment to actually see any
And
comments.
we've
so-
got to apologise to Carl because we do take the mickey out of Carl a little bit
Well, he's a Gold Coast
because he
supporter.
goes for Gold Coast and he's
right.
had a rough
There's one.
he's had a rough year, hasn't he?
There is one. Well, yeah. Let's
Stewie Jew, he can only do what. Look, they can turn it around.
Yeah.
Everyone else, Brisbane's done it, and Carlton are going to do it. By the look of it.
Yeah.
Corey hopes so.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll be good. They'll
They've
be
got
good.
everyone going there. Everyone's going to Carlton at the moment. So
Anywho, this is Odd Sports. Oh.
Okay, odd sports.
So
Odd
this is
sports
this is the
week.
producer Alison. She does our Odd Sports, and let it rip out. What do you got
Well,
tonight?
apparently, I do the odd sports. Yes, I have Bay Dayoshi tonight.
she say hop sing.
Bay Dayoshi. All right. Now this is a Japanese.
Yes,
Obviously
Japanese.
Japanese. They are the
Dayoshi.
pioneers of odd sports. They
Yes.
are
They-
absolutely the
They
pioneers.
do well.
Creme de la creme.
They do well.
And they have an unusual sport which is called Boteyoshi.
That's it.
Boteyoshi.
Yeah, he's a pain.
Which is capture the flag like game. So you
Yes.
know the ones where like we have surf lifesavers go capture the flags and this, but this is bringing it to the next level
Yep.
because it actually translates.
It's not on fire, is it?
No, no.
That one was
Boteyoshi actually translates to bring pole down.
Yeah.
Bring
Yeah.
pole down.
Yeah.
And it's a rugged game played by cadets of the Japan's National Defense Academy. So you can imagine how rough
be tough.
this can get. This is
All right.
going to be
Let it rip.
full on.
Let's have a look.
Do you want me to keep explaining what it is though?
No.
Oh.
Let's just have a look.
Let's just roll with it.
Let's have a
Fair
look.
enough then. Here
Roll
we
with
go.
it.
This is Odd Sports.
Botaoshi, and there's 2 teams of 150 players each in that one. So you can imagine.
300
I'd
smackers.
love to know how many got hurt. But you know what's really funny?
What?
That this is something that's commonly played during school sports days.
Oh,
Could you
my
imagine
God.
doing this?
Imagine that
In
up
primary
at
schools.
Bellery Primary or Harrow Primary. The parents would be going delirious, wouldn't they? Just love
Oh my
that.
goodness.
We used to play.
They
it.
might-
Bulldog.
It
Yeah,
really
British
would,
Bulldog,
yeah.
that's it.
Imagine the phone calls that are coming in the afternoon. You'd be in lots of trouble.
Oh, Struth. They're wonderful people there in Japan. Are you
Oh,
going
they
to
are.
Giddy.
all the comrade people over there?
Hello, Giddy.
Jeffrey.
How are you, mate?
By the way, Jeffrey,
Oh, by the way,
congratulations
Tom.
on Collingwood winning. Oh, they don't play tonight, do they? Yes, they do.
No, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, sorry.
Yeah,
So,
Geelong Richmond.
I hope, Giddy, they win for you, mate, because I know you're a very passionate Collingwood supporter.
We're not going for you to help us. Thank you very much, Al, for Odd Sports.
Yeah, thanks,
No
Al.
worries.
Yeah, thanks
And
for that.
that was
Odd
Odd Sports.
Yes, Glenn.
So what are we into now, mate?
Well, mate, we're going to talk a bit of rugby union because we're going
Well, we
to
haven't-
cross over.
We
at
are going to cross over.
7:10, so we've got 10 minutes.
We've got 10 minutes.
Have you got something you want to talk about there?
Well, look, we'll just mention that the Storm obviously had the hiccup the other week,
Yes.
and they've got your team, I believe, the Eels.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a soft spot there for the Storm because Smithy, Cameron Smith.
I thought you like the golfer, not the rugby.
Well, I like the Sharks. I am the Sharks. I do go for the Sharks, but I do like the Storm. But anyway, cutting a long story short, mate, they must win against your mob at Amy Park.
Yes.
And the Parramatta, they've got wingers in Blake Ferguson and Mako Saivo, I'd say it. I'd pronounce it. He's a Fijian
Right.
winger.
Yes.
And the Storm have got Addo Carr, who was in the New South Wales team.
Can I-
And
Can I just interrupt for 2
yeah,
seconds?
thanks for interrupting because I'm going to have big trouble. I'm going to have a lot of trouble trying to pronounce the next one.
Soleil is a bit of an Indian. I just
I'll
want
have to get Bolt over here to tell me what this guy's name is. I've got no idea.
Mate, I just wanted to.
It could be an 8-ball cue. I don't know. I don't know what his name is. It's
I just wanted.
Solacey Vani Value.
Vinny
or something, Vinny Value.
Value.
Good value.
Good value, I think. Yes.
Before we start talking
Another
about
Fijian
the
brother,
Storm and Parramatta, I just wanted to throw in about Brisbane and Parramatta last
Oh,
week.
mate, they're all out. They're like you, out on the bloody machines.
What? What?
Out on the.
What? What's he talking about? Hello?
You
What?
know, out on the. They're all out. The night before, they're all out on the.
They were. Were they on this as well?
Well, they're out at 11 o'clock at night, and they were just on the pokies. And I could imagine you and Al being down there on the pokies there, sit next to the boys from Brisbane and that. I don't know. Why would you be sitting down there?
58-0. Brisbane
obviously-
Broncos, worst ever.
Well, they didn't win then. They didn't win the pokies because they didn't win the game either, I can tell you.
Well, maybe they did win. That's what they didn't
They
care.
zip, did they turn up at all?
I don't think so.
I actually watched a bit of the game, and I tell you what, I've never seen a team
Yeah.
that didn't have a crack.
Yeah.
And I've never ever said that in rugby
Well, your
league
mate,
because they all have a go. in
Your
rugby.
mate, Anthony Seabold, he is gutted and
He's
embarrassed,
got it.
mate.
He is. Well, they're all on the move
big
now.
words.
You know what they're going to do up in Brisbane, Vegas?
They're going to do this.
They're gone. Half the
jeez.
side are gone. They're all on their way
That's a
out.
bit rough.
Yeah.
So no, they are. They're on the way out, and
Yeah.
they did well. You know, Brisbane. Remember we spoke mid-season, and we said that you know they hadn't won a game up till halfway hardly, and all of a sudden it started to click, and they got in the finals. But they've let themselves down, Jeff. Fair to say, and.
Jeff's still on. Renee's just
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to be the favourites for the flag. Probably the Roosters. I still think the
Eels,
Roosters.
the Eels, mate.
They're
The
sitting
Eels.
back. Well, the Eels have got some big. Look, as I said,
I don't know, mate. Look, I can't stand here and say I'm a number one fan of the Eels. It's the team that I followed when I was a kid. I haven't watched rugby league for a long time. I've only just started getting back into it, but that's my team.
well, Sivo is
can't-
the guy that your winger
Yes.
from the Eels.
Yes.
Sivo, he's taken the bragging rights.
Yes.
And he's leading the competition with the Fijian guys with 22 tries this season, and Value, how's that? Held the title back in 2016 and 17. So It should be actually the Melbourne guy, Bellamy.
Yes.
He actually spoke the Ills guys, the two wingers up.
Yep.
But he said he admires them, but not when they play the Storm.
Oh, he admires them, but not
Yeah,
when they're
not
playing
when they're
football.
playing, not when they're playing the Storm, mate. So that's just a little dig. So he reckons that O'Carr and that he reckons these boys.
He admires them, but not when they're playing
Who
football.
do you think will win?
Oh.
Who do you think will win? Do you reckon they'll get over the line? Oh, Renee, how you going, darling? Renee, every week
She does.
Every week.
Thanks for joining us, Renee.
Thanks, Renee.
Just got home from work
Melbourne.
like 20 minutes ago.
Huh?
Melbourne.
Yeah, I had it on
Melbourne.
the lean, Bob.
Melbourne. Now, Brisbane are saying that Darius Boyd
Darius Boyd.
is going to step down from the captaincy.
Yes.
Willie Kahn, remember Willie Kahn? Ex-Brisbane
Yes.
player,
Yeah.
sensational superstar. He wants him to retire. He wants to go one step further. He wants Darius Boyd gone.
Gone?
After
Gonski?
the 58
Yeah.
to zip
Yep.
elimination final. So he wants him gone. Jack Bird, they've asked him to leave, or he's asked if he can leave.
The ball bearer.
Yeah, well, he was $800,000 on contract,
Ah.
and they've said goodbye. So they've already started to swing the axe, mate. Just on...
Oh, Foster will get that, mate.
Whoa, yeah, Davey
nice,
Foster
nice,
coming
nice.
up. Just on
You like that?
the Rabbitohs play the Sea Eagles tonight, Glennie. Rabbitohs are currently at $1.45
Yes.
and Manly at $2.70.
The Rabbitohs at $1.45. Actually, Sea Eagles have done nothing wrong.
Rabbitohs is
$2.70's not bad.
is
punny man.
Bennett, isn't he?
That's Bennett.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the old.
Tomorrow night you've got Parramatta versus the Melbourne Storm. Para's
Yep.
at $3 and Storm at $1.38.
Yeah, they're pretty low, aren't they?
Storm's
The Storm had a. There was a little bit of controversy in the last game with the Storm. They reckon they shouldn't have lost that. They reckon it was a very, very poor decision that got, the other crowd over the line. So it'd be interesting to see, mate.
Yep.
What have you got there, mate? Women's Broncos?
Not all bad news for the Broncos. The
No.
women's team won the grand final last weekend against St George, I think.
St George.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was 14-4. So
Yeah, they were barred from the pokies.
yeah, they weren't let in. So be interesting to find out whether or not they were actually drinking on the night or not.
Oh.
There's no saying, mate. You don't go out and do that the night
Well,
before, do
we
you?
went to the Eastern Suburbs Rugby League Club and did a live show from there.
Yeah.
And I think, probably only a handful of guys turned up and maybe had one beer. And that's not professional sport.
No,
But they weren't.
didn't change their routine.
No, but
Stick
they
to your
weren't
routine.
going to get out and get on it.
No, they don't.
Because it
They and look, they paid dividends. They won the grand final.
dropped off
All
and
the
then
best to Eastern Suburbs guys out there too. You probably still celebrate.
Yes. Well, mate,
Probably a
we've
little
got
bit
5 minutes to go. Have you got anything else there on your footy?
No, I've got no more on rugby.
Right.
But no.
I just wanted to throw this in. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I spent some time with a Kiwi the other week, and he filled me in that Gleno, there's a shuttlecock team.
I beg your pardon.
Hey, some rude.
love
There's
shuttlecock.
some rude people in this audience.
Oh, you
I
mean
love
badminton,
shuttlecock.
shuttlecock.
Great.
Shuttlecock.
Used to
Yeah,
play it all the
shuttlecock.
time.
There's a team.
Good game.
There's a team in New Zealand, and do you know what they're called? Because you got the All Blacks, and,
Yeah.
and you've got what else? You got the Silver Ferns, the All
Not
Blacks.
called the
All
Cocks, are they?
cocks.
Not the Allcocks. The Blackcocks. They're not.
They're called the Blackhawks.
Oh, yeah!
Oh no.
What? What
Oh,
are
yeah.
No.
They're called the Blackhawks.
Crowd
Now,
goes wild.
now
We're not. We can't get into trouble because that's what they're called.
that's their
That
real
is what
name.
they're called.
And listen, in an attempt to attract publicity.
Thank God for
I
that.
like how Glenn clarified that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hey, good to see you're on the ball here.
Yes.
He doesn't want to get in trouble. So, they did this name to
It's a
try and
censorship.
attract publicity and
Yes.
sponsorship, players and fans. Badminton New Zealand chose Blackhawks as a nickname for their national team,
Okay.
and association to the sport shuttlecock.
Well, they're
Wow.
not.
So-
Well, at least they're not all cocks.
The
Anyway,
Blackhawks.
so there you go. Yeah, that's great. No, well done. Black cocks.
I
We'll
think.
follow them.
Well, we should actually. That's.
Yeah, we should follow their
We'll
progress.
get on to. on
Can
the
I
Blackhawks.
just say
You can say it.
before we zip over to Melbourne on our thing? Are we coming back to what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeff's in hysterics.
that's
about
fine.
that.
So,
Geez, like us, does he?
by the way, too, the
Blackhawks.
the kebab, the
Oh yeah, the
Jeff's
kebab.
name is huge, apparently.
They're a good team, Jeff.
Always was.
Oh my god.
hung low.
All right.
The kebab, he did well, didn't he? He's the world lightweight.
Yeah,
Who's the
Champion.
audience today?
yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
They're all out there.
Yeah.
Kebab did well, and
I can't
what's
think.
Conor McGregor doing, mate?
Look, there's
What's he doing? I mean, everyone wants to have a go at Conor
UFC
McGregor.
fighting, guys. A
Yeah,
bit
cage
of a,
fighting.
bit of a. He keeps tweeting this crap that he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back.
Well, when he's not hitting old men.
He hasn't fought since he fought
Since
Khabib,
he got
your
the
kebab,
bear. The
October
bear.
7th, 2018.
Exactly.
And then he had a fight in a pub with the Irishman.
Yeah, with an old man.
Yes.
Yeah.
He won that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Only because he
That
didn't
wasn't
want to.
you guys
Only
that
because he
said it,
didn't want to drink his beer when he shouted the.
no, he was shouting him a whiskey, and he was drinking a beer.
Ah,
And he said, "I don't want your stinking whiskey." And
no, it was probably a
and then he
VB.
went,
He's probably drinking a VB.
Don't worry,
as you do.
Sounds like
So,
an old western.
yeah, there is a. We're in Tasmania. If you guys don't know, we're in Hobart, and there is a UFC fighter, a female, and I can't remember her name.
We've got one down here.
She's here, so
Oh, she's.
yeah,
We might have to get her on.
she's on the news
Knocking on the
tonight.
door.
So if you're watching the news and not watching us,
Come in.
which is understandable, but
I don't like your comments.
Venitna or something, Valita, oh, I can't remember.
Well, we might do some homework on her
can't
and see if
remember.
we can't get her on.
Now we've got 3 minutes left. The Bolt, Eric Matthews, he's a how many times Australian champion are you? Once.
Only
You want
one.
me to?
Only one.
You want to bring
Until
him in?
this year.
Get him on camera. Get him back over here, and
Oh,
I'll pull out for a second.
Well,
We've only
we've only got 3 minutes, so you better be quick.
Jump in there, mate. Jump in and have a talk to Jeff.
How are you, buddy?
Good. Lucky I can talk the leg off a bastard.
Well, yes, mate. So you've made the team again?
Yeah, no, actually, I didn't make the Masters
Oh, you
this year.
didn't, right?
I'm in the open side.
What's that? Is that better?
Yes, yeah.
So,
And thanks for the stubby older, my lads.
and where are you travelling to?
Aubrey Wodonga.
Right, and when is that?
What's it say? 28th, 18th to the 28th of October.
October.
And
Now,
it's live streamed.
is it?
Yes.
All right. So
Get on board.
look out for that, guys. How many people from Tasmania heading up?
Let me count. Probably about 30.
That was a quick count.
Yeah.
Is it right? There's that many people.
No, I just guessed. Oh, how many's on there?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all Tasmanian, though.
All Tasmanian.
So there's a big and
Yeah, women's masters, the poor old buggers.
Yep.
Like to go and play for the young fellas because, you know,
understandable.
you know what it's like, boys.
Understandable. Yes. Cool. All right. So you'll keep us up to date. We're up there. You'll send
I'll
us
let
messages
you
and
know.
stuff, and we might even cross to you now that we can do. Well, hopefully this works. So we can cross to you
Yeah,
while you're there.
It's new.
I'll have a talk
new
to Lucky
connections.
because he's good with that technology.
Yep.
So,
Cool. Cool. All right, mate.
all right,
Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for being in the audience. Appreciate you
Thanks,
being here, mate.
Ollie. Woo!
go the Hawks!
Go the Hawks. They're not even in the
Settle
finals.
down, settle
They're
down.
not in the finals.
Jeez, the crowd. I love you all.
All right, Glennie, get in here. All right, guys.
Okay, we're back. That was a great bolt. The great 8-ball
What is
champion.
what is three handball team called? I don't know. What is it, Carl?
Is this a joke? This is a joke.
Well, it
isn't
is, but we've got to
What
wait
is
for
it?
his reply. That's not going to work.
What's the 3 what?
Preview and
I
then
don't know.
transition it across.
Are you ready, Al?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I'm ringing.
You're ringing.
Oh,
Yeah,
ring,
that's
ring,
all right.
ring.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to cross to Victoria. It's the best and fairest, the Rupert's Wood best and fairest, yeah? And we're going to talk to the
Who's the boys,
the
mate?
senior coach.
Oh, no, we're coaching.
It's Todd and Dylan.
I'll wait till you ring.
Who's the
before I-
we
coach's
go.
name? Quick.
Nick Ash.
Nick Ash.
And I'm ringing.
Ash.
Now we're going to have to move in here.
No, you don't have to move in. Oh, you do for them. That's right. Sorry.
Hello, Nick. Bear with us.
Where we're looking there. Or there.
Your camera's turned off, Nick.
Jeff,
Yeah, how you going?
good mate. I'm just getting a few of the people to come over to a quiet area.
That's all right.
Okay, mate.
Just got to turn your camera on.
See me? Here we go.
I hope they're not in the change rooms.
So this is the Friday Frothy live to
This is
Melbourne.
what we do when
Here
we're
we are.
live. This is not.
Come on, come over here. I'll hold the
rehearsed.
phone. You guys will be in front.
Nick, you've just
All right.
got Nick. Your camera's not turned on, mate.
People,
Nick,
Turn your camera
can
on.
you see me?
no, your camera's not on.
Camera's not on.
No.
No.
Camera on.
Get one of the young guys to give you a hand.
See ya.
And you put a camera on.
This is live.
Hang on.
This is what we do, isn't it?
At where are we at?
Rupert's.
There
Where
we
we
go.
go.
There we
Here we. Hey, how are you, mate?
Roger, how you going, mate?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
are we on now?
The great.
It's working.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Roger Poddlesack from New South Wales, from North Melbourne, guys. So,
It was. We had Roger on one of the earlier editions.
There we go.
all right.
Here we go. Jeff, Glenn.
How you going, boys? Well done, guys. Premiers. Is that what the Premiership Cup looks like? Well, look at that.
There they are.
I'll tell you what, that is sensational. How many teams, guys? Five? Five?
That's
Was that 5 out of how many teams?
7.
Out of 7. 5 out of 7.
Three netballs and 2 footballers got up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sensational.
That's amazing, mate. Listen, whereabouts are you guys?
There's.
Nick,
I'm
can you...
trying to hear you guys, but anyway.
Oh, hang on.
That's all right. I was just asking you, whereabouts is the footy club?
Rupert's Wood's inside Sunbury, so
It is in Sunbury,
it's
yeah.
a college that's it's where the Ashes started all those years ago, back in the 1800s.
Wow.
That England and Australia play for now. So Rupert's Wood started in the VAFA just after 2000, and we crossed over to the Riddle District. Oh, hang on.
You all right?
That's all right. No, so it's basically inside Sunbury itself. So yeah, we've been in the Riddle District League for the last 8 years and had a bit of heartache over the course of the journey. And this year we struck a golden patch and had a great a win.
So,
Yeah.
you're all right.
No, I was going to say, what's been it's Nick, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the turnaround been, Nick? Do you think? I mean, 8 years ago, so there's been a little bit of, as you said, a little bit of a bit of a wait, and to try and get a team together that you have. What's been the turnaround? How have you done that? How have you achieved that?
It's probably getting the right sort of players together. We've got a lot of Rupo junior players that have come up through the grades, under 9s through to under 16s and onwards.
Yep.
So with the point system, you get 1 point for a Rupo junior coming through, but to get a couple of outside players to blend in, that's been the secret. Getting the right blend.
Yep.
And this year we just seem to strike a couple of more players. A full forward kicked about 60 goals for us this year.
No, that helps.
Nice.
Well done.
Nick Grigg. So we've sort of got the right formula.
Right mix. You've got the right mix. Yeah. No. Well done. So what do you call yourselves out there? What are you? The
Sharks.
The
Well,
Sharks.
we're called the Sharks.
The Sharks.
The Sharks, yeah.
Well, we got the Dodgers Ferry Sharks down here, which the Collingwood guy, what's his name? Plays for
Jeremy Howe.
Jeremy Howe. We've
Jeremy
got
Howe,
Sharks down
yeah.
here. He's played for the Dodgers Ferry Sharks, but
So, Nick,
look, yeah.
how many premierships has the club won, Nick?
Well, we've won quite a few under-19s. The under-19 girls have won the last 5 years, haven't lost a game in 5 years. They've won every game, home and away, and won the 5 flags.
Wow.
So they've done very well.
Yeah, that's great.
The under-19 boys
Yep.
have played in eight grand finals and won 6, I believe.
Jeez.
Okay.
So you've got some good form there. Now, how long have you been coaching there for, Nick?
Well, this is the coach here, Nicky out.
Ah.
I'll get up to Nicky
Oh, this is
out.
Nick. Sorry, boys.
Sorry,
Nick.
So who are we
Speaking
speaking?
to me, but
Is that you, Roger?
Yeah.
it was.
Oh,
Sorry.
We
can't see you.
We can't
so-
see you, so we're going in blind. Sorry, I thought I was talking to Nick.
Nick's our senior coach for the last 2 years, and he's played in premierships for Riddles Creek back in the day, but he's been our mentor the last 2 years. So here he is right now, Nick Ash.
How are you, Nick?
Good mate yourself?
Yeah, very
good,
well.
mate. Sorry, we'll get. Yeah, it's hard to hear, isn't it?
Congratulations, mate. That's a huge achievement.
There we go.
There you go.
Absolutely huge achievement to have for the club to have 7 teams in the grand final. But congratulations to you to winning the flag, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, it was an amazing achievement. I think it's the first time in the RDFL, NFL history that all seven sides have got into a grand final. So, from a club perspective, it was just massive achievement just to get there in the first place. But to come home with 5 premierships and get the 2 major ones in the senior netball and the senior football was it was pure elation after the game for the whole club and supporters in general.
Oh, yeah, do you get a lot of support, Nick, through local people that, like, obviously there's always a backbone to a club, which is the people that get in the tuck shops and all the rest of it. So, and, trainers and everyone else. It takes a lot to win a grand final, and obviously with all grades doing well, that's sort of part and parcel
Kudos
of
to the club.
part and parcel of winning a final, mate. Your senior side's only as strong sometimes as what you've got underneath you, and obviously you've had that.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, our under-19s have been pretty strong. They've got a really strong junior program down there. The junior side of things, I think we're in the Riddle District Junior Football League for a lot of years before the senior club came into the amateurs, and then when they made it, the switch over in 2013, I think it was, to the RDFL. It'd been 4 years then. They hadn't won a senior flag for it, and then it obviously took another 6 years till this year for us to actually get the ultimate goal. But as you said before, a lot of volunteers, a lot of sponsors, partners, mothers and fathers put a lot of work into, allowing these blokes to get out there and play and enjoy their footy on game day. And without them, we don't have a club, and we're very thankful, that's for sure, for all the support our volunteers put in.
How many sides are in the competition, in the senior competition?
Yeah, there's 11 sides in the senior competition. We did have Sunbury Kangaroos who went over to the Eastern District Football League at the end of last year, and that put us down to 11 sides this year.
Okay, and who's some of the sides out there? I mean, is Romsey in that competition?
Yeah, you got Romsey, Lansfield, you got Riddles Creek, Macedon, Woodend.
Yep.
Then we go out west a little bit to Melton, got Rockbank. Also got Diggers Rest, which is pretty close to us. And then we had a little bit more northeast sort of way, where we got Wallen and Broadford up there as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably an hour drive to Broadford, which is probably the furthest we have to travel. But other than that, it's all pretty local sides.
Okay.
So,
sorry.
I was just going to say, Nick, have you had any players from your club that have gone on to bigger things, VFL, AFL?
Probably a bit before my time, but there was some players there for the junior program. They had James Kelly, who went down to Geelong.
Yep.
Played 300 games and finished his career at Essendon. They had Brad Murphy, who went to the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Matt Egan, who went to Geelong as well. Taylor Hine went to the Gold Coast, another one. So they've had a fair few from the junior program over the years who have actually got drafted as well. Got a couple of blokes down at the Calder Cannons at the moment, in Jake Sutton and Jackson Cardillo. Jackson's only a bottom age player at the moment down there, and he's got a really bright future. So there's pretty high hopes around the club for next year for him to prosper down there. And you never know what could happen this time next year with the draft. And everything.
So the elder statesman in the senior side, what was the age from?
So we only had 2 blokes over the age of 30. There was Brett Chambers, which you could probably say is our older statesman. He's been around the traps for a long time. He's probably one of the best country footballers I've seen in my time. And he's 33. And then we had Dean Pudd, who was drafted to Richmond back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
He managed to play a game there, but especially at our level and through the final series, he was massive for us.
Yeah, no, sensational.
And Nick, it's obviously a big night for you guys. It's your best and fairest, and thank you for letting us come into your night, mate. I know it's obviously very noisy there because you're having trouble hearing us, but mate, I just wanted to say, obviously with any club, the lifeline is sponsorship, and I went onto your website today and I had a look, and you've got a couple of big sponsors there in Villawood Properties, Pinnacle Print Group, and Morfab Engineering. Just wanted to give them a bit of a shout out, mate.
A shout out.
And if there's anyone else,
massive. They're all those sponsors, and probably all the sponsors we've got, they've been around for a long time. Even the new sponsors, they all show their face throughout the year, and without their sponsorship and their help, again, it's like your volunteers who come down every Saturday and Tuesdays and Thursday nights for training. Without them, the club doesn't exist, and that's not only just for the football side of things. For the netball side of things too. our sponsors and their support are amazing, and the volunteers are right up there with them as
And
well.
while we're at it, because we've put Roger on and we've had Roger on our show, the two boys, mate, Todd and Dylan, how did they fare?
Yeah, I've actually got Dylan next to me. Do you want to?
We'll have a talk to him. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Now, boys. Thanks very much for that.
Thanks,
I
buddy.
appreciate it. Well done.
Hey, boys.
G'day, mate.
Who we got,
buddy.
Todd or Dylan?
Dylan.
Dylan. How old are you, Dylan?
Dylan's 22.
22. No, I've got that. 22. Where about what position, mate?
Play wing.
Wing? I like your old man.
Nah, a bit similar.
Similar?
Just a lefty though, not a right footer though, so
Yep.
different.
Who's
But
better? You or your old man?
it'd definitely be me.
Yeah, right answer. Right answer.
So, yeah, that's
Just quickly, how long did the celebrations go for, mate?
we went pretty hard Sunday night.
Well done.
Went through to the morning, and then Monday was pretty low key actually. Just went down to one of the local pubs.
Yep.
And had a few schooners there till about 4 o'clock, and then we called it a day. Some of us had to go to work the next day, so
Absolutely.
if we could, we'd go for the whole week, but we're local footy, so we don't get paid to play it.
No, that's
The
right.
side that you beat, who were they again?
It was Wallet.
Okay, and what was the finals?
So they're around Craigieburn and
At Craigieburn, yep.
Gilmore. Yeah,
Yeah, I know where
around
that
area.
Yeah, and what was the final result? Was it by much or?
So it was 85 points in the end. So
Wow.
Christ, okay.
Killed him.
Gee.
Internally, we didn't think there was going to be that much of a margin, but in the end, our second quarter pretty much blew them away, where we kicked, I think, 7 or 6 or 8 goals in the trot, and they couldn't get back from that.
Well, as Nick mentioned to us before, and that the coach, that obviously you're a fairly young side when you've got only 1 or 2 guys over the age of 30. So I mean that's sensational, mate. I mean, obviously you're a young, fit by the sounds of it, fairly quick side, and I meant to
So that's another part of our juniors. Pretty much the whole team, but a few have gone through our juniors. I think I counted 15 out of the 22 have come up through the juniors, and it's different age groups, but we've all played together over the past 4 years or so. So that's helped us bond, and this year was our year. So it's good to finally get that click.
Yeah,
Right,
well, your dad must be very proud of you two boys.
My word.
We'll quickly put Todd on, and we'll just.
Todd's
is
not here at the moment.
He's not there. No, that's
That's
okay,
all right,
mate.
We better-
He's a bit camera shy as well. So,
No, that's all right. No, look, what we would like to say is, look, all the best, and look, well done. It's a great achievement. Any final in any grade of footy is a sensation. So well done.
And thank
thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
and thank you guys so much for letting us
Yeah.
letting us into your best and fairest tonight, guys. It's
And
Beautiful.
privilege.
and I hope you poll well, mate.
Yes.
How you going?
Enjoy. Here's a cup as well.
Nice
Ah,
work.
beautiful. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I'll put you back onto Roger.
No
Okay,
worries.
thanks, mate.
Thanks,
Cheers.
thanks,
Hello,
Dylan.
mate. Bye.
Thank
Hey, boys.
thank
Hang
you,
on,
Roger.
You're looking very smick there, mate.
look at you.
got the suit on.
Well, it's just about ready to start, so
Okay,
I
mate.
think I'm getting a little bit thirsty, I think.
Yeah, all right, mate. Look, all the best. We are too, and thanks very much too for the Alan Johnson.
Yes.
Set up, because he was sensational
great.
too. So just remember, mate, when we're coming over, we're going to pull you in. We're going to have a couple of beers.
Oh, certainly.
That's our shout.
And I'll tell you what, Alan was a very, very good interview person. Fantastic. I really enjoyed his stories and all the rest
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, he was good.
Sensational footballer, mate, and the same as yourself to play at that level.
Sorry.
Very, very good.
Sorry, Glenn. He was good, but he wasn't a North Melbourne player, mate. I just said that.
Keep up the ruse. That's the way.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Roger.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Rubenswood Football Club. Thanks for having us, guys. Have a great night.
Party hard, guys.
Thanks, Jeff and Glenn. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
well done,
mate.
Rog. See ya,
Bye-bye.
mate. Woo!
Bye.
See ya.
There you go, guys.
very
That's
good.
live. That is live. I'm so sorry if that didn't come across real well,
No,
but
it
that was
awesome.
It was good. It came up all right.
We look. We're
was.
so blessed to have these guys and that.
They're amazing.
that we've met.
Yeah.
And Rupert's Wood.
Yes.
Well done. Just
Yes.
out of Sunbury. Obviously a very strong football side out there, and Craigie Burn, all these outer I suppose, city sides, mate. They're sensational. But football at the moment, can I just shout out too while I'm at it?
Yes.
Because here we go.
We're
going local football.
Yeah.
Well done to the Lindisfarne Blues.
Yes.
My old side, they back-to-back. So well done to the guys there.
Yep.
I know they'd still be partying and then also I must have travelled a little bit in my football, but Lauderdale, they're trying to break the drought against North Launceston.
Now tell me, is this the Bombers versus the Bombers?
It's the Bombers versus the Bombers down at Blundstone tomorrow, Jeff.
Maybe 3
We
o'clock.
may even
$15 for a ticket, guys. If you want to go down, 3 o'clock.
$15.
The Bombers versus the Bombers.
The Bombers versus the Bombers, and this is
Crazy.
third time lucky, isn't it, for our Lauderdale guys down there? And
It is.
I think it's about 29 years, mate, since they last won the grand final. So anyway, all the best.
That's Corey.
That's Corey's Landscaping. That's our sponsor.
I'm just putting up some pics from Rupert's as well, just so that you know, Jeff.
Oh, thank you. There's some pictures on there. Sorry, Corey. I'll talk to you in a second, mate.
What are we moving on to now?
He's just our major. He's just our major
He's just
sponsor.
a major sponsor. We just fobbed him off. That's
Hey.
nice to know, isn't it?
Anyway,
Just blew you away there, mate.
just
didn't we?
once again, I just really like to thank Rupert's Wood Football Club, mate. And we didn't say much about the netball. But,
we didn't have a chance, really, because they're trying to get their count underway.
Yeah.
And what we can say now is well done to the girls.
Yeah.
So must be a great club.
Yeah.
To have all that. It doesn't happen very often, mate.
No.
What else did you have there, Jeff?
Well, mate, I've got a bit of cricket, a bit of... look, can we just quickly talk about the statue? The Taylor Harris statue. Did you see during the week there was another girl, what was her name? Erin Wardrop. Have you seen the picture?
No.
Al, can you check the picture up of Erin?
No, I haven't seen
There
Erin.
you go.
You've got that up?
Get some.
She did a punch
Split mid-air.
defending, and she's got
Yep.
her legs. She's doing the splits in midair,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
now they're not talking about doing it, but there's a lot of things. Oh, do we need another
What, another
statue?
statue?
Another statue now of her.
Jeez.
And,
Hello, where do we stop with that?
anyway, I don't know what that's all
No,
about.
I don't
You're a
know.
gymnast. Honestly, to be an AFL player, you're damn near a gymnast. With
Yes.
some of the moves.
Well,
you're
she
making,
obviously
isn't she?
is.
What I
Obviously
can
is,
say
yeah.
is a lot of the women are a little bit more flexible than the guys, but that kicking, I'll go back to that kicking style
I'll
of,
just put the statue up as well.
what was it,
Taylor
Taylor Harris.
There's Taylor Harris.
I tell you what, if you're an AFL footballer, Bernie Quinlan used to kick the ball like that, going back in the day.
Yeah,
she
And
does.
it takes, you don't see anyone that can actually get that elevation in their kick. She's a sensational player. So look,
I know.
any of you, anyway, I will say, and I'll be very quick. Any of you creeps and that have to go on and stir these girls playing football.
So good at it.
You're sitting there knocking. Why don't you get off your backside and get out there
Exactly.
and have a crack? Because
Yeah.
you're
Go on,
not
do it.
you're not gutsy enough to get out there and go and get the
That's
pill.
right.
So there, cop that. Anyway, we'll get back on with it now. We're gonna lighten the mode now. When we lighten the mode, that might be another out with it.
Bit of controversy there with Glenn.
There we go.
Yeah, that
I
was-
don't like it, mate.
that was
I
a
don't
mini
like it.
out.
Proud of you, son.
It was a mini out.
Anyway,
It's a mini out.
Get on with it.
all right.
Big one, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, cricket.
Oh, just
Steve Smith, the legend.
let's just run
No?
over it. Yeah, mate.
He's a legend.
Average close to 110.
He's Don Bradman.
110 for the tournament. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think he is.
Sachin Tendulkar's now wrapped him up as well. He's had a big talk about him and how he
He-
bats and
I tell you what, he single-handedly, let's face it, even little Langer, he wasn't happy, was he, the way that we batted?
No.
We've come back now, the boys have
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
Yes, we've won the Ashes. Well, we drew the Ashes.
Yeah.
We retained the Ashes because it was a draw. But as Langer said, he said very disappointed with the batsman, and well, he's quite right to do that.
Yeah.
Young Wadey, we sung his praises. I reckon he done a good job.
yeah, he's our third highest scorer
He
in the
was,
tournament.
but as he said some of his 20s and 30s were just as important as the last 100. Well, you got 200s.
You'd think Wadey's cemented his
I
spot for that
do.
test.
I think he's got to be in that side, mate. He's got to be in it.
I believe, I'm just thinking this, I think we've got 12 weeks of Sheffield Shield for these guys to find some form, and then we've got the first test against Pakistan in Brisbane.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit different batting down here than it is in England.
But do you think he's secure? He should be right, shouldn't he?
They've got to play him.
Yeah.
I mean, who's scoring any better than what he is? At
Well,
the
there
moment?
isn't. There
So,
isn't.
I meant, Wadey, you can come on too, by the way. We'll look forward to you.
Matthew.
If I have to ring your dad again, I'll,
Yes.
I'll have to do
We'll
that.
do it.
But,
We'll do it. Oh, he's threatening.
So,
He's threatening. Mate, what do they do with the top order? You got David Warner, Cameron Bancroft, and Marcus Harris.
Right, well,
I think Marcus Harris. David Warner's got to play. You've got to keep playing him.
You'd put a line. If Warner, you've got to because of his record
Yes.
and his average.
Yeah, he'll come back.
But if he does, I will say, Jeff, and I think you'd agree, if Warner, I mean, if he fails down here against who were they playing? Pakistan.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he fails the first couple of times, I think, just give him a rest,
Yeah.
get him back, get his form. It's like a football. Get his form back.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
and
he'll do
then
that.
bring him back in because obviously you just don't lose
No.
being a great player.
No, you'll always be a better player.
But
You'll always be a
look,
player.
someone else there. There must be the guy from Burns, Joe Burns.
Yeah, Burnsy. Yeah, from Brisbane.
So he's done nothing wrong, has he?
Yeah,
so
no,
he's an
I think he's
opener.
all right.
So perhaps give him it.
Mate, just a little bit on Tim Payne. Most of the players have come back. Tim Payne's decided to stay on with his wife and his 2 kids. They're over in France at the moment.
Played with a broken
Played with France.
Broken
played
thumb.
with a broken thumb.
Going that way, not that way.
So, yeah, he always has problems with his bloody hands, doesn't he?
He
Old
does,
Payne?
well, because he's a keeper.
I know.
And he gets hit. I mean,
Yeah.
look, one thing they will say, and I saw the interview with Cummins when he came in.
Yep.
And he said that whatever he does, he's been the best captain, and that's why we actually won the Ashes.
Well,
And at the moment, I suppose Payne's just got to work a little bit on his batting.
Yes.
But technically, he's good.
Yeah.
He's just got to get more runs.
they're
His
already.
keeping sensation.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
he's
Well, he
he's doing a good
dropped
job.
a few, but that's acceptable.
Well, yeah.
There's a few talks, few rumours going around at the moment that they're talking about already a new captain. Someone's put their name up and said, that Pat Cummins should be the next captain. No.
Isn't he?
No.
No.
I don't. I think that'd be detrimental to the way he's going.
Agree with that.
I think at his age, Payne can handle it. And well done, Payne. At any rate, you're a damn star, mate. Tasmanian boy, and Johnny would be proud of you, mate. And
You're going to ring his dad as well.
I'll ring his family.
Right,
too.
mate. Just before we go into Cleve's tips, just want to throw in about the utter dominance of the Australian female team. The women's,
did.
the women's
They done the
team.
West Indies.
I don't know. Am I allowed to say female or is it women's or I don't know. But anyway, the 2020 series against West Indies,
Some sensational catches in that.
3-0 whitewash, mate.
Yeah.
West Indies were 81, Australia 83 for 1
Yeah.
after 7.3 overs. So they absolutely killed them. Jess Johannesson stars with the figures of 4 for 7. So,
4 for 7.
yeah, good bowling. Good bowling.
Good
So-
heavens, we were on it there.
so there you go, mate. That's cricket wrapped up in a real hurry.
Did you have anything else?
Oh, look, we do, but we're running out of time.
We are running out of time, so we're going to go straight on to Cleve's tips.
We've got Cleve's tips now.
Cleve's tip.
Not mucking around.
Not mucking
Not
around.
mucking around.
We're not mucking around. It's going to be wet. Very wet up at Randwick. So have a look at your form guide and that because I reckon you might want to steer. Have a look at the first 3 or 4.
steer.
Have a look at the first 3 or 4 races to see if you want to jump in there. I'd be looking at Caulfield, Muppetville, and if you really go up to Eagle Farm.
Yep.
Look at the farm,
Up at
mate, up
Brisbane.
there. Just watch the first couple here. Caulfield, so we're starting there. Race 4, horse 3. Hutbrunner,
Excuse me?
240. He's her favourite, mate. 240. We've backed him before. 240. I watched his last run. He got done on the line.
Yep.
Hopefully he can get over. This is all the champion horses are back now, coming up with the spring coming.
Yes,
Race
yeah.
5, horse 11 to Fane.
What's the big one that's the first one to come up? Caulfield Cup or the
don't-
Oh, no, you've got the Sydney Harbour one.
We've got the
Everest.
we've got the Everest.
The Everest.
We've got the Everest next.
Do you remember when they advertised
Everest
it last
in
year on the Sydney Harbour and everyone went crooked? It. Sorry, I'm interrupting Cleve's tips here, but yeah. Anyway, away you go. Sorry.
Anyway, so that was race 5, horse 11 to Fane. There's some really good horses in there, so just have a look at the form guides on Saturday. $7 on the tape. We're on the tape most of these. Race 6, horse 5, Skinderbag.
Sue?
Yeah.
Skinderbag? Well, I can't say it. At any rate, I've had it's
Sir
good horse.
Scumbag.
$5 on the tape. Race 7, horse 12, Aphrodite,
Ooh.
$7 on the tote.
Aphrodite.
Yeah, that'll do. I'd actually, I reckon for value there, if you only because I know Deprive at
Holy
$19.
$19.
Yeah, but that's now. That'll come in. He'll come in. Deprive will come in. I'd put a little smoky on the side there on that one.
He might deprive you as well.
Yeah, he might.
got a light little
Very good
fire on the
horse.
side.
And I don't know what Melbourne's doing yet, but it's not too wet down there.
Yep.
Race 8, horse 1, Kurup.
Coop.
You can't say that quick.
No,
No,
no.
$6
I can't
on the
read your
tape. He is a favourite. Race 9. I like this horse any rate. He's sitting back in the betting a bit at $6 on the tape. Order of command.
Yes, we've been on with
Randwick is as wet as anything out there, mate. Even Corley, Gould, sorry, what's her name?
Take your boots.
Oh, she was a tennis player. Goolagong.
Yes.
She's probably out there swimming around at Randwick.
Just
at the
while we're
moment.
talking about horse racing,
Race.
I sent a message to Michelle Payne.
Oh, Michelle Payne.
I am interrupting because it's
that's-
horses.
She's related to you.
So Michelle,
She's related to you.
well, she's not really.
Because
But,
you're Jeff Payne.
yeah, I am, but asking her to come on the show. So Michelle, if you're watching, it's not always as bad. Oh, it probably is.
Well, if she can stop, because they're in filming at the moment. They're new film.
Well, she's not in it. There's an actor in it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know.
So you got plenty of time. Come on the froth.
Well,
Michelle
get on the
Payne.
froth.
Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
Okay, so
Don't interrupt.
Randwick, okay, in the wet. Race 2, horse 13, Eugene's Pick, $7.50 on the toe. Race 4, horse 4, Flit.
Yep.
And I'd check out Funstar on that one.
So would
$4.20.
I.
Funstar, I like Funstar. Race 6, horse 3, Pirata.
Yep.
$4 for the win on the tape. Race 7, horse 3, Dreamforce, $4.60. Muppetville, race 4, horse 6, Magna Bella at $3.60 to win on the tape. Race 8, horse 3, Dexter, You Devil,
You devil.
$3.60 to win on the tote.
You devil.
Straight over to Eagle Farm because we're going for the dry tracks. Race 5, horse 8, Jagged Edge, $2.80 on the tote. And your favourite,
Oh, here we
Leah,
go.
race 8, horse 5, he hasn't
Viva
let us down.
Las Vegas.
Looks like Elvis, $2.50 on the tote.
Thank you very much.
By the way, we value just a value one back in race 3 at $10 on the tote. Race 3, horse 3, which we're going back. Don't waver. $10 on the tote. Have a look at that one and just see how that firms in. Just gonna finish though on a more serious note. Another jockey went down through the week.
Sorry, serious.
Stephen Brown Jr., 20. He's in they put him in an induced coma. He was out at where Glennie comes from, our mate out there at Wangaratta.
Yep.
He was at the jump outs out there. Don't know how the guy's going. I haven't heard any more. Induced coma. He was one of the tall jockeys at 1,800 centimetres, which is that's tall for a
He's the tallest ever.
That's huge.
He is,
for a jockey.
so he's only a kid. At any rate, look, they flew him down to Royal Melbourne. I haven't heard how he's going, and that comes on the back of Michaela Claridge, 22-year-old that died out at Cranbourne, and Melanie Tyndall, 31, who died in Darwin in the races at racetrack. She died at Darwin Hospital. So look, it's a serious sport. But look,
Yes.
the guys and the girls, they know what they get themselves into. They love it, and look, they're doing what they like. So look, bet responsibly, any rate, and don't. And
Bet irresponsibly like we do.
yeah, but enjoy it. Have a few bets, and hopefully you win.
All right, Glennie.
that was?
That's all. Oh, that was Cliff's tips. Wrapping up right now.
Yeah.
There's a football game on. It's Geelong versus Richmond. Let's
just go Tigers.
Let's quickly, you're on the Tigers.
I'm definitely on the Tigers. It's theirs to lose, isn't it?
I think you're right. I think the Tigers should win, but don't think it's going to be in the walk in the park.
No,
I
it's
think
gonna be
Geelong are
close.
going to come to play, and don't be surprised if Geelong get up, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I just
There you go.
got a sneaky little feeling.
I don't think-
Sneaky little feeling.
Well, it's dry. Is it dry? I think it's dry over there, but I heard it earlier. It's a little bit windy. So whoever can kick straight,
Yep.
Whoever kicks straight and gets away to a flyer.
Yep.
Well, win. What about the next game, mate?
Collingwood, GWS. Collingwood, it's yours to win. GWS, if you get up and you have a win, you've done a fantastic job. But let me just say, the AFL's paid you to be there, so you're the best in the business. You should have won 3 years in a row, so you've got the best. You are the best. So you still can't win. So I'm on the pies.
Any of you viewers out there, want to comment on your side and why you reckon you'll win the grand final if you get in?
I don't like GWS.
All the best to Mickey Cleve up there up on the Gold Coast, Mick.
Good luck, guys.
I know you'll be nervous, you and Fuzz. I don't know, you'll be more nervous, but anyway, I hope the Woods win. But I wouldn't normally say that because I don't give a bugger, to be honest with you. But anyway.
The only time I go for Collingwood, mate, is when it's black and white TV and I think it's North Melbourne.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Now, just a couple of thank yous.
We're all stripes, aren't we? We're all stripes.
Just a couple of thank you, guys. First of all, to Corey's Garden Landscaping.
Yes, thank you, Corey.
Thank you to Eric the Bolt.
Yeah,
Matthews,
thanks, Eric.
Who's in the audience
mate,
here this evening. Huge thanks to Rupert's Wood Football Club and Netball for letting us come in. Now, just on that, guys, that was Local Heroes. If you're watching the show, you've got a sports club, you've got anything that you want to go on to our show, we're happy to talk to anyone who does local sports and
absolutely, mate.
Because it's not all about the top of the hill here. We want to talk to people who are
exactly. Because we've got a summer to get through, mate. We've got a few. We're going to have a few. Going to be a few contests, isn't there?
Yeah, there will be. Don't you worry about that.
Just quickly before we go, well done, or hopefully well done to the Lauderdale Bombers, because they're my old side. When I played in a few.
I can guarantee you one thing, mate. The Bombers will win.
The Bombers will definitely win. So, Darren Winter, hope the guys get over the line. Walshy and you young fellas down there. Sammy Siggins and the boys. So, mate, it's been about 29 years since I played down there. So, hopefully, mate, get a final. Well done.
Good night, everyone.
Well done, boys.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
Subscribe, like, ring the bell. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
David Foster coming up.
David Foster. Yeah.
Woo! Bye.
Bye.